All right, guys, Chef Mike back here, cooking again. We're gonna do some spot prawns today. So we're gonna show you a really easy technique that you could do in your backyard. There's a lot of different ways to do this. You can cut them in half raw, throw them on the grill. This way is a really kind of foolproof way, and they come out very consistent and perfectly cooked every time. And it's a way that we can kind of like have the prawns staged in a way, so when you're really ready to eat them, you can get them hot quickly with this little technique. We're gonna just splash some really hot oil over the top of them just to finish the cooking process. So yeah, we got some spot prawns here. We got from the fisherman's market in Oceanside. I think the boat name is Ebi. Yeah, we'll put the boat name and the fisherman in the frame below. We also got some Wayfarer sourdough here that we're gonna use. So we're just gonna grill these quickly. But before that, I'm gonna show you a little kind of real flavorful kind of garlic paste we're gonna throw on the prawns after we kind of split them and butterfly them. It'll make more sense in a second. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna peel some garlic. I always use some fresh garlic here. Just need like maybe 2 of these guys. I just use a little knife here, paring knife. And we are using the garlic. You know, obviously garlic, it's the amore. You gotta have it. Fresh garlic with the prawns. A little chili in there. It always works well together. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, a nice way to do this with a little microplane, so we'll make that paste. Get it all in there. Put a little lemon zest in there. All right, so we got our garlic. Want to put a little bit of chili flake in there. Okay. Want to do some olive oil, just a little bit, because we just want it in there just so it kind of makes it a little bit easier to spread. Because we're gonna put a bunch of olive oil on the top, so it's not really necessary to load it up right now. We just want this a nice little texture to kind of spread around the flesh of the prawns once they're butterfly, and this is going to make more sense in a second. Another thing we're going to add is this really amazing anchovy fish sauce. So I think they use, I think it's like 10 pounds of anchovies to make like an ounce of this fish sauce, and it's just anchovy and salt. So really intense, very umami, salty. I'm just add a tiny bit to add some salinity and umami and just a flavor bomb. A little bit of salt also, a little bit of salt. Okay, and then we're just gonna kind of mix this up here. Don't need a lot on each prawn, really. We're just gonna put like a little bit on each one, okay? Next part of this is we are gonna just chiffonade some parsley, and we're gonna put that on right after we're done cooking our prawns at the very end. So we're just gonna cut this really thinly. You can chop it. Doesn't really matter as long as it's kind of like real thin and chopped up like that. This is how we do it at the restaurant, just kind of chiffonade. Obviously you got to have a sharp knife. Okay, some stems, we'll just throw this away. So we're just going to put this aside up here. We're going to grill up some prawns. Okay. So we're just gonna take the prawns and we're just gonna throw them straight onto the grill. And we're gonna cook them for like maybe 30 seconds or less on each side, just really quickly. This is not gonna cook them fully, it's gonna cook them maybe half or 3/4 of the way. And then that'll be the second cooking part, is when we throw the really hot oil over the prawns to finish the cooking process, okay? So here we go. All right, guys, so the next step here, our prawns came off the grill. They're not fully cooked yet. Now we're gonna take a really sharp, little serrated knife, could be like a little steak knife, but we're just gonna cut the prawns just right in half. And the serrated knife really helps kind of get through that little shell. And we're just gonna split them right in half. So these are basically cooked like 75% of the way. You can see they're just like right there. You can see that flesh is just kind of like perfectly cooked, but the little part right here is not quite there, but we're real close. So I'm gonna cut all these in half real quick and just kind of butterfly them like this. Oh, it's perfect. Came out real nice. All right, guys, we got them all split in half. We're gonna do a little fleur de sel here, just a little bit. Okay, and then now we're gonna do our little microplane garlic, anchovy, chili, lemon zest situation here. Like I said, you don't need a lot, it's really intense. And don't worry about it being too like, oh, it's gonna be raw, because we're gonna throw that hot oil over it. And the garlic is so fine from that microplane that it's gonna kind of lightly cook it also. Some of that garlic in the head there. This little part of the prawn is maximum flavor right here. This is what you want. This is between the texture of the meat and that little combo of flavor right there is absolutely delicious. All right, so this is the final part of the project here that we got going on, is we're gonna dump that really hot olive oil over the top, and I'll kind of put this over this way. We have our grilled wayfarer bread, we have our lemon, a little parsley on top. So here goes nothing. Our oil's been on the grill since we kind of started. It's really hot. You can kind of see it's right about to smoke. And I got a little thing here. You can see it's pretty hot. So I'm just gonna take a spoon. Make sure you guys are really careful. Use a towel. This was on the grill, so the handle's really hot. So like I was saying, this is the way to kind of finish the cooking process. Get them really hot again with that oil. You can see that the garlic is frying as soon as the olive oil kind of hits the flesh of the prawn. parsley over the top. Oh, I forgot this one too. Yeah, okay, just a little bit more on there just for good measure. And the parsley frying over the top is really nice also. Make sure we get some into the top of the heads. All right, and that's it. So there's a lot of oil here on purpose because we have this amazing bread to kind of soak up that oil. The flavor infusing with the shell and the garlic, and then also a little lemon at the end. Man, this is like such a treat in the backyard, summertime. We got a really crisp glass of white wine, and you just go into town, you got a whole bowl of prawns. There's nothing wrong with that. All right, thanks guys for joining. What's up, Mario?
How's it going? Thanks again for coming over.
Yeah, we're in Mario's backyard here, so he's gonna dig into one of these and let us know how it goes.
Yeah, it looks
so yeah, we're just gonna get
absolutely incredible.
There we go. We're gonna just get in here and just kind of take the meat from the tail here.
Okay.
And you're ready to go. We're gonna use our fingers because we're in the backyard. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We're having fun.
Nobody cares.
Oh man. Oh, with the bread, amazing.
Oh. Oh my God. Wow. That is so good.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.